Hello everyone, welcome to Mo's Kitchen. Today we're going to make chicken fried steak. That's right, this is a great recipe. It's very tasty, it's not a very common one. I'm going to show you how quick and easy it really is to make. So let's get started. Okay, so first and foremost, it's hammer time! Okay, so you want to get a cheaper cut of meat for this because the expensive stuff just won't work. So you can use beef bottom round, sirloin tip, you can use really anything you want. Then you want to get a meat tenderizer. If you have a needler, it works better. And just pound it till it gets a lot flatter. There you go. This will break up a lot of the connective tissue and make it a lot easier. What I should have done is put it in flour before I did this step. But it's okay, it doesn't really matter enough. But next time you do it, make sure you put it in flour first. And then, when you're done with it, season it with salt and pepper on both sides. And then you're going to put it in flour, eggs, and then flour again. So here I've got my flour, paprika, I've got some chili flakes, and I've got some cayenne. I'm going to mix it together to kind of give it a seasoning. This is optional, but I think it's a good way to make it taste great. All the ingredient amounts are going to be on my website, mos-kitchen.blogspot.ca, so check it out. And of course, a little salt and pepper won't hurt. You don't have to because you already seasoned the steak, but a little bit won't hurt. Okay, so next up, you're going to dredge the whole steak with flour. There we go. You can flip it over a few times, just make sure you get it everywhere. And then you're going to want to put it in your egg wash, that way you can get more. And then you're going to go right back into the flour. And then you're going to just let it rest for 15 minutes. Otherwise, when you try to fry it, the whole thing will just fall apart on you. So make sure you let it rest on a cooling rack is your best bet for 15 minutes. In the meantime, you can wash all the dishes. So get a hot pan on medium-high heat, keep it there for about a minute, and pour your oil in, and you gotta make sure it's hot. See how quickly mine moves around like that? That's how you can tell it's a hot pan. Now you're ready to put your steak inside. So since it's going to be a thinner piece of meat, you can cook it from about 2 minutes aside, maybe 1.5, maybe 3. It'll depend on your preference, your likeness, and you'll know as you do the dish. But I did mine just under 2 minutes each side, and it turned out about medium well, so it's going to depend on what you want. This isn't like a typical steak video where you want to blast it with the highest heat imaginable. Maybe halfway through, if you want to turn it down to medium, you can. It's going to vary on your cooktop and on your pan. But again, you'll know from experience. But just start in medium-high this first time through, and then you'll see what I mean. Now that is what I'm talking about, golden brown and delicious. Give it another 2 minutes, maybe turn the heat down to medium halfway, and then let it rest on a cooling rack for about 3 to 5 minutes while we're building the sauce. My god, I love cooling racks, don't I? Okay, back to the pan. Medium-high heat, put 2 tablespoons of some sort of fat, I'm using oil, and 2 tablespoons of flour, the one we have left over. Now, give it a whisk. Alright? Just let it dissolve in like that, maybe whisk for another 30 seconds, and then you're going to add in your chicken broth, or stock, either or. We've done this before, it's building a roux, you got butter and flour. If you're gluten-free, use cornstarch. And then you add your liquid and you want to thicken it up. So basically it could take maybe 3 to 5 minutes, but if you want to reduce it more and get it a little thicker, just keep reducing it for a few more minutes on a medium heat. Now, remember, if it's fully cooked here, it's going to be overcooked on the plate. Why? Because sauces tend to thicken up as they age at room temperature. So try to undercook it just a little bit and it will thicken up over time. Now in essence, this is basically a gravy we're making, so that's why this is called chicken fried steak, because we are using chicken stock. You can use any stock you want, but in this case it's chicken stock. Okay, so if you were going to use it right away, that's perfect. But if you're going to take it to the table and put it in a nice dish, then it would get thickened. But anyways, we're not done with it yet. We're going to add milk. Okay, you're going to add maybe half a cup or so, just depending on how white you want the sauce, and the taste you want is going to be up to you. Then you're just going to whisk for another maybe 2 or 3 minutes on medium-high heat again. Okay, since it's steak and gravy, what better than having some mashed potatoes and a bit of vegetables on the side. There we go. A little bit on the mashed potatoes. And we're good to go. This may not be fine dining, but to me, this is a meal fit for a king. I also have a little bit of gravy on the side, just in case you want a little bit more. And there we have it, chicken fried steak. I hope you all enjoyed the recipe, and I hope you all give it a try. Leave me a comment, guys, tell me what you thought about it. Visit my website, mos-kitchen.blogspot.ca for all the recipe amounts and details. And as always, enjoy! For more details, visit my website and follow me on these media websites, guys. See you soon.